Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new episode of the Athletes Roundtable. This podcast is brought to you by Athleisure Productions, the best place to find out on the highlight reels, podcasts, and much more. Today, we are joined by
Jordan, Providence.
All right, Jordan, so we just want you to introduce yourself a little bit. So if you could just give us like your grade, where you're from, and your major.
Okay, I am a junior at Iona University, obviously. I major in psychology, and I'm on the track team and the esports team for Smash Bros.
Very nice. And where are you from?
We're from the Bronx, New York, but ethnicity-wise, we got a bit of Panamanian, some Cuban in there,
Wow,
and Jamaican.
look at
So,
So how did you first get into track?
how did I get into track? 7th grade, right? You know, at recess, we would just run around, play tag, freeze tag, zombie tag. Everyone used to cheat and all that stuff. And I realized that I was catching a lot of people very easily. Everyone would be out of breath, and I would just seemingly have infinite energy. And I just decided to try track one day, and it started working out. I was winning. It was satisfying. Then I got to high school. The challenge started upping, slowly but surely. And I was losing a lot, but I wasn't really disappointed. It just motivated me to keep running more. I get to college, same thing, except now I'm being lined up with superhumans, right? But it's enjoyable. You know, it's more of an individual kind of sport, contrary to basketball. That's more of a team-oriented kind of thing. You know, you're just running in a straight line. It's just you, right? There's no one else to really depend on, and I think that plays more into how you develop yourself.
how would you say the major differences between running in high school compared to running in college?
I would say in high school, it's a lot easier and it's less organized. In college, you know, my coach would have us on a specific diet plan. We would have I'm not going to specify because, you know, I can't do that.
Right.
But it's a lot harder, a lot more strict, a lot more time and energy and resources that you have to dedicate to the sport compared to high school, where you can kind of just wing it. And, you know, woo, team. You know, it's not like that in college. You really got to be into it and give it your all, especially when you juggle that with school, maybe a part-time job, managing relationships and things like that.
That's so funny that when you were talking about like how you first got into it, I used to play this game called Infected all the time in like middle school, and of course I played like football at recess and stuff, but that really got me. I did cross country and track in like the tail end of high school, and that's what really got me into it. I was like, dang, like I have a lot of endurance. This is nice. That's really funny that.
So you know what it's like to feel pain across 2 or 3 miles.
I do. I think the cross country race that I did, like I think it was my senior year, was the hardest thing I've ever done, because it's just like 3 miles of just straight pain, or it's terrible.
Wait, where did you run?
I ran at Our Lady of Lourdes High School in upstate New York. But
I'm talking about like the actual route, like the.
Oh shoot. I don't remember. It was an outdoor facility. There's also an indoor facility. It was like a bubble or something. I don't remember, but it was tough. It was really tough.
What about you, Jordan? Did you run?
So, I don't have any endurance at all. So, I mean, I can play basketball for like 30 minutes, but
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
no, I mean, when I was younger, I had a lot more endurance. So I was like playing basketball a lot, baseball. I was never really big into track and field, and I think if I got into it, I probably wouldn't have been that good, because I don't have like the cardio or the endurance like you and Ryan. So I'll just let you guys have your fun at
We'll
track
take the
and
win
field.
for today.
Yeah.
Would you say it's straight endurance for you, or like?
Oh no.
No. Okay.
The cross country guys, they're insane. Their mileage is ridiculous. I would drop dead instantly. But yeah, they're amazing. They do a lot of cool stuff. They win a lot. They're very motivational. They're the pillars for our team. Our sprint team does a lot of things too, but the distance guys are just distance guys and girls. They're insane. Actually insane. It surprises me how they could run for 10, 20, 30 minutes and not get tired. I would conk out at the 5-minute mark. Anything longer than 400, but them, they just keep going, and it's crazy. It's insane. It's really fun and motivational to see.
So with it being like an individual sport, how can you like better like each other in practices for like your individual races?
Well, obviously we're in separate lanes when we do our reps or whatever, but I guess just seeing someone next to you catching up to you, it might motivate you to run faster. And we know we're all tired, our legs are all in pain, we're all gasping for air. It's something that we share in common at that moment, and it really works, and it's effective in motivating us to keep going. So,
What are your favorite events to do?
favorite events? Oh, the short ones. I like the 100. The 60, I don't really like because it's mostly just how fast you can get out of the blocks. There's no real, I wouldn't say there's endurance that comes into play for a 60. For an 100, a bit, see, because in 100 you can afford to make mistakes. In a 60, if you screw up one step, you're pretty much done. In 100, you can maybe mess up one step and maybe make up for it towards the end. For the 200, it's a lot more endurance based. Same with the 4. The 4, first 300 meters, you're good. Last 400 meters, you're praying for salvation at that point. But it's really satisfying, the 400. But my favorite would probably be the 1, I'm thinking.
Interesting.
Do you have like a least favorite? What?
I want to say the 300 because I don't know how to pace that at all. See, with the 60 and the 1, you just go all out. 400, you get out fast. You pace yourself until the 300, then you just push. With whatever you have left, you just let it all out there. For a 3, I have no clue what I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm doing. But yeah, the 300 probably.
So go ahead, Jordan.
Why did you choose to come to Iona?
I remember in high school, I went to Monsignor Scanlon, and I took a tour to Iona. I really liked the campus. It's small compared to other schools, but I feel like because the campus is so small, you can connect to people on a deeper level, right? If the campus was huge, you're walking by hundreds of people every single day. You have no idea who is who. Here, you know who Kevin from Starbucks is. You know who Jordan scores. You know who Ryan is. You know who I am. And a lot of other people. And I think that matters more to me than how big the campus is.
No,
It's also not as scary.
I feel like a big part that sold me was like how small it was, but also like I could wake up for my 9 a.m. class at like 8:45 and still make it on time because of how close everything is.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's probably not a good idea, Jordan.
I mean, Ryan's already used to how late I can come in, but I'm never late though. I'm late, but I'm never that late. So, am I really late?
Sure.
That's my mindset.
So now, running at Iona, what would you say is like your daily schedule of like workouts, class? What is that like?
Whoa, okay, FBI agent. Well, you run workout first because we had to design our schedule, our class schedules around track, so there were no conflicts. So we do practice first, and then, well, my schedule is practice in the morning, and then afternoon and evening, that's when I have class. And that's every day.
I see. And then do you have to do like strength training and all that in addition to that? Is that separately or is?
Trying not to violate an NDA here, but you know. Yeah. But yeah, we do strength, endurance, speed work, anything you can think of to condition ourselves for the races.
Gotcha.
So, what's your favorite part of track and your least favorite part of track?
Favorite part of track? I would say the races themselves, right? We trained weeks, months, and months, and you have 10 seconds to let it all out there. There's a very low margin of error, but when you finally run and you PR, it's very, very satisfying. The least favorite part, though, would probably be the weights for meets, because the way meets are designed is that I think they run the distance events early and the sprint events later, and sometimes there's gaps in between. So you'd run at maybe 10 a.m. and then wait 2 hours for your next race.
Really? Dang.
Another hour for your next race. Or either that, or you have events that are so close. Because I know we have, there's a girl on our team, and she jumps, and she also does sprint events. So she would have to jump, and then right when she finishes, she'd have to sprint over to the starting line and run. So she has very little time to recover. So it's either the events are too close together or the events are too wide, and you get mentally fatigued just sitting in the stands and having to warm up multiple times.
Wow, that's crazy. I remember I did crew a little bit or rowing in high school, high school, and there was one meet that we had that was or a regatta is what it's called. But we had to get there like 6 a.m. and then because of that we had to race at like 4 p.m. It was crazy. It was terrible because we were all dead. Like we did terrible.
Yeah, you have no motivation to run it.
Exactly. Yeah. But speaking of like meet day and everything, do you have any like pregame rituals, and what's the feeling going on, or not pregame, pre-meet rituals that you have like the same thing that you do each time, and what's the feeling of like, are you nervous, are you excited, because it's only like 10 seconds?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm nervous per se. I try to lock myself in to the event, try to narrow my vision so I'm not distracted by anything else. I know a lot of people struggle with preparing for races and getting nerves, and I used to have that too. But when I realized that, the goal is just to have fun, put it all out there. If I win, I win. I lose, I lose. There have been times where I've literally trained for months. I get out the blocks and I slip and I fall.
That must be terrible.
Then I have to wait 2 hours for a second chance, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
We bull.
So, do you think you have too much pressure as being a college athlete?
I feel like there's a lot of pressure from friends, family, my old school pastor. There have been times where I've felt like it was too much, and that, it's difficult because I'm still human, right? I'm expected to handle so much, do so much, and time to myself gets kind of scarce sometimes, but it's worth it. It's fun. And at least I can make people proud by doing what I'm doing, so I don't really have a problem making sacrifices like that.
So the three of us know, but we actually had you on the podcast last semester, but we ended up not being able to post that. And that was because you quit track. So could you talk a little bit about what was going through you during that time, and like why did you decide to quit track?
Well, part of why I left was mostly my fault, right? I didn't design my schedule properly, and I was having a lot of conflicts between track and school. And because I wasn't spending any time with the team, it kind of made me feel like I was in it alone. And that drive kind of died in me. Like the fire was going out. And my parents were pretty disappointed in me for quitting for the amount of time that I did. And I decided to come back. And it's not the same because my teammates kind of put their trust in me, and I kind of left, and I, ghosted them for the amount of time that I left. But it's not going to be the same, but hope it gets better.
Yeah.
I still have appreciation for the guys and the girls, what they do. They work hard. They love the sport. They wake up at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. every single day, and they put it all out there.
Well, it's nice to see you back. And
Definitely.
So, outside of track, do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies. There's video games, anime. I like to watch psychology videos. I'm really interested in that kind of stuff. Science occasionally. Before I switched majors, though, because those science classes last semester, oh my gosh. Anybody that's a science major that's watching this podcast knows how grueling those classes are. It's worth it in the end, for the professions like, nursing, physical therapy, all that stuff. But right now, oh my gosh, you're going to need coffee every single day, sleepless nights.
Yeah, some of my friends have like 4-hour labs like every day. I'm like, how are you doing this? I don't know how they function.
Yeah, you have the lecture in the morning, and you have lab later in the day, and then you have assignments for lecture and lab. And if you do bad in the lab, it affects the lecture grade.
I could never do that. That's just too much work.
Yeah.
But my sweet mate, his major is computer science, and his minor is chemistry. And it's just insane to see like how much work he puts in. But like,
oh my gosh,
he's like an inspiration though, because it's like I see him put in all the work, and I'm like, dang, like it gives me it inspires me to like work a little hard too, So
yeah, he's the real MVP.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to yourself? Crazy. Right now, we're going to move on to another segment, Random Rankings.
I'm excited for this one.
Let's go. Top 10. I'm thinking that number 10 has to go to
No way you're putting 2K at number 10.
It's the same game every single year.
I mean, true, but
Can't you like walk around now? Like that's
yeah, you got my part.
Oh, you could walk around. So I mean, because I don't really like, because balance patches is dependent on who gets traded where. So if you're a big, I don't know, Brooklyn Nets fan, you pretty much have to switch teams. I don't know. I think I got to put 2K at 10.
That's fair. Because I feel like your point about it being the same exact game, it is the same exact game. It's just they changed up the roster. So.
Okay, so 10's right here, 10 is here.
10 bottom right.
Bottom right. All right. Let's put 2K at number 10. Number 9,
Interesting.
I got to give that to... I'm biased, but I gotta put Fortnite. Yeah, I gotta put Fortnite.
Okay, I like
All
that.
right.
Because the thing is, for shooting games, I like when the combat is more streamlined, right? You spawn, you shoot whoever's in front of you. In Fortnite, you have to walk around for 50 minutes trying to find someone to kill, and then you have people building houses and architecture. I'm not doing
It's
that.
also too cartoonish.
I mean, I don't
right?
think... I like Fortnite in the sense that there's a lot of just weird characters doing stupid dances.
Mhm.
And, you know, you have Sasuke from Naruto doing the gritty. It's hilarious.
Spider-Man.
It's ridiculous. But... I'm
Now,
up
what are
there.
those other ones you have over there? Which ones are you not including in
Okay,
this top
so-
10? Walk us through those.
But I have pitchforks at my house by the end of this one. So we got GTA. Not really into
That's
that.
crazy. GTA not even.
I've never played
top
GTA.
10.
FIFA. Pretty much the same reason as 2K, but I just don't like soccer. I don't really...
Oh man, Jordan, you might not
Ooh,
like
Yeah,
that
I
one.
mean-
no, don't let the soccer team find out.
FIFA is like the game in my dorm room.
Yeah.
Like that's the game we all like every single night we always play that game.
Well,
So
it's good to know
I love that game.
I'm banned from Jordan's dorm. Halo. I've never played Halo, to be fair. I'm not an Xbox guy. So
Oh, okay.
Madden, not really into football either.
Oh,
Madden,
man.
Madden is the same exact game. If we're talking about same
Yeah,
exact
okay,
games,
yes.
Madden is probably like I love Madden. It's probably my least favorite sports game.
Mhm.
To be fair.
I love Madden. Okay, yes, it's the same every year. Obviously, the graphics get a little better,
yeah.
but it's so good. Like I love football.
Literally
so,
copy pasting $60.
yeah.
Same with baseball, MLB The Show. But we're gonna put those over there because they're not relevant to my ranking.
That's crazy. MLB The Show and FIFA is like all the games we play, and also 2K. And you put it like you put 2K10, right?
It's
Yeah,
just as NBA
2K
2K, the franchise.
Insane.
Yeah. It's like all of the 2K games. It's instead of
Makes
individual
sense.
ones. Going back to Madden real quick. I have Madden 2005, and that is a great game. Madden 2005 on the GameCube. That is the game that I play. The GameCube. That's crazy. But yeah, that was glorious game. Anyway, sorry. Go back to your
Sorry,
ranking
but
now.
like the best 2K game. Sorry, like I'm still on these sports
got
games,
it.
but 2K13, I believe it was like Jay-Z was the soundtrack, Kevin Durant,
Ooh.
Blake Griffin.
No, 13 and 14 were
That's
the
it.
best ones.
13 and 14.
Clean.
Those were like peak life.
Not
Peak
gonna
life
lie,
right there.
I never had an Xbox or a PlayStation, so I had NBA 2K11 on the Wii. It was so bad. They would just like set screens, like it would just spawn setting screens. It's like, what's happening right now? It was very fun.
Okay, I think I'm gonna put COD. at
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not really a shooter kind of guy. Not really into shooting games like that. I do play Splatoon on the Switch, but that's pretty much it.
Huh.
I'm putting COD here. Pretty much the same reasons as 2K. I mean, I'm not really into it like that, so I wouldn't be able to know the nuances between the different games, but just on a surface level, to me, it kind of looks like the same thing. But I mean, I wouldn't know
Yeah.
it in depth like that.
The only thing I like about COD, like of course you got like Black Ops Zombies, I believe, but also Warzone. Like I play that game every single night with like my brother and our two best friends. Like Warzone is, we love that game.
Huh.
All right, next up, I gotta put Overwatch here.
Okay.
I don't know anything about Overwatch.
I actually
Yeah,
don't
me
either.
neither.
Whoa, that's so
So how do
weird.
you put Overwatch
I mean, I
above
used to
2K?
play. I used to play it for a few hours on
Okay.
the PS4.
Okay.
I would main Tracer.
Okay.
I played a few hours. I played more of Overwatch than COD.
Okay.
Okay.
So and I like the specials they have and
Mhm.
just Tracer was really fun, teleporting all over the place,
Huh.
just warping. I like that a lot.
That sounds pretty fun, not gonna lie.
But it's very creative, kind of goofy, cartoonish kind of game. It's a lot more kid friendly than COD.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
But,
Huh.
all right, so nice. Number 6. I'm gonna put Wii Sports.
Oh,
Oh
man.
wow,
Okay.
not even top 5.
That's a good. That's a good game right
Because
there.
I think that Wii Sports, the main purpose of Wii Sports is mainly to just advertise the Wii. Like it's not really a full complete game like Smash Bros, Mario Kart. It's just, I would say, it's not in depth like 2K or any of the sports games. It's more
True.
so just, gather your family and friends. It's simple, it's intuitive, and it's meant to advertise what the Wii Remote was capable of. That's the main purpose.
That is like the best description I've ever heard someone say.
Very good.
A lot of Wii games were like that. It was mainly just, you could motion.
Yeah.
You got the Kinect, right?
Yeah, the nunchucks.
Kinect,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
mainly what
nunchucks.
Wii Sports was for, to just advertise what the Wii was
Wii
capable
Motion
of.
Plus, is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most Wii commercials would advertise that game.
But there's just so many iconic moments.
Yeah, I loved it. I love this game to death. I would play this with my family, with friends. It was so funny, especially the bowling ones when you throw it back and it.
Whoa! Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But I'm only putting it there. It's a phenomenal game. I love it.
Yeah.
But I just like the other games here better than it.
Fair enough.
So next, I'm gonna put Minecraft here. So many good memories. I know Jordan loves Minecraft.
I have like the worst story ever about Minecraft, and I still feel so bad for my brother. So I'm sorry, Dylan. But the story is, my brother spent like 2 weeks building this amazing Minecraft house, and he built a house for me too, like right next to his house, and we connected it, and he had like the portals to the underworld and everything. Like his house was set. So then one night I got mad at him. I went into his game and like smashed everything. So he would go into it, be like, "Oh, everything's fine. I'm just gonna log back into my game," and everything was gone. And I still feel really bad about that. So I'm sorry, Dylan.
Look, it's never too late to apologize, bro.
Yeah.
Never too late. All right, we got 4 more.
4 more.
We have some really big franchises here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put The Legend of Zelda here.
Okay.
All right. I love Legend of Zelda. I played most of the games: Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Skyward Sword, A Link to the Past. Pretty much most of the Zelda games I've played. It's mainly an adventure game where you have a sword and a shield, and you go out to different dungeons, and you gather pieces of the Triforce, which is basically the triangle. There's one shard is power, one is wisdom, and the last one is courage. And you're basically vanquishing evil. Really, really amazing game. Has a lot of beautiful dungeons. Simple but good storytelling.
Interesting. You know what I just remembered? I forgot to put Kirby on this list. I feel like Kirby would be top on that.
Yeah, I feel like Kirby would probably go right here.
Okay. All right. It's an honorable mention for the 4 or 5 seed.
Kirby would probably go right here.
Okay. Kirby's solid games. I actually never played Legend of Zelda, but I played a couple Kirby games. Forget
You know what
it's
other
called.
game you're missing from
What?
the Wii is Just Dance.
I never had Just Dance.
I never played that either.
I think I got like Just Dance 4 only from my sister, and it was a fun game. But
Okay.
Huh. It is pretty fun. I
know,
have
the
played it a
classic
couple
Wii
times,
game.
but I don't know.
They have Just Dance in the game room.
Oh, really?
You know, when you walk into.
should we go to it after this podcast?
Yeah.
That would be dope. But number 3, I'm gonna put Mario Kart.
Okay.
Everyone loves Mario Kart. It is
Agreed.
I don't know if I'm mistaken, but on the Nintendo Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best-selling game.
Oh,
on
really?
that console, yes.
Huh. Mario Kart, especially on the Wii. Like that's what
Yeah.
I had out of Wii. Great game.
And
It's
the wheel,
yeah.
it's dope.
it's just like the best party game. Honestly, it's so much fun.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's very simple. It's just Mario characters and carts. And you know, in the latest one they have Link,
Oh, really?
Animal Crossing characters.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Animal Crossing is another great game.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Oh man, forgetting
Yeah,
so
no
many.
matter what Mario Kart you're playing, you're probably gonna enjoy it. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of random and spontaneity.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Anything could happen.
Exactly.
Very bad memories with this one. A lot of people laughing at me. Number 2, Smash Team is gonna hate me for this, but gotta put Smash Bros here.
Okay. Super Smash
Everyone
Bros.
knows Smash Bros. You got characters from all franchises: Metal Gear Solid, Mario, Sonic,
Metroid
Pokemon,
Prime.
Kirby, Legend of Zelda, Xenoblade. Lots of different franchises coming together to beat each other up. Very
Yeah.
fun, enjoyable game.
Who do you main?
I play Sephiroth.
Okay.
Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII.
Mm-hmm.
He's a brawler guy with gray hair.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I play Palutena
Okay.
from Kid Icarus. She has green hair.
I
So
see.
she's very recognizable
Okay.
out of the cast.
Jordan, do you play Smash Ultimate?
I play sometimes with like Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, yeah.
I play sometimes with my friends. It's like my go-to guy is Falcon
Falcon?
because I like the Falcon punch, and it's just.
Oh,
Like,
Captain Falcon?
yeah, yeah, Captain Falcon.
Yeah, yeah.
Who do you mean, Ryan?
I go. It depends, but King DDD is up there, and King K. Rool are also Lucario's sometimes in there,
Mhm.
but those three. Pac-Man 2 is up there too.
Pac-Man.
I love Pac-Man.
He's so annoying to fight. So annoying to fight.
Yeah, I like heavy characters because originally I was really bad. Heavy characters with a good recovery was what I would do because I was really bad and I would always get launched off the stage. So I would just like, as long as I don't get launched off the stage as much, that's what I did. And I
but
just
you
stuck
get-
with it.
But since you have a big body, you get hit a lot.
You do.
You get jumped
yeah,
a lot in the air.
True.
Who's the like the small guy that can fly? Is it
Kirby.
Midnight?
There's a lot of
Midnight?
embarrassing.
Meta Knight?
Meta Knight.
Oh,
Meta Knight.
he
I love
was
Meta Knight, so.
crazy in on the Wii version on Brawl. Is that what it is? Yeah, he was really good, but he got diminished a little bit in Ultimate. I think personally.
Yeah, he did. In Brawl, he
Mhm.
was broken.
Yeah.
He was banned from a lot of tournaments. Everyone hated him.
Yeah.
But in
That's why I used him.
Yeah, but in the Ultimate version, the most recent one, they nerfed him a lot. So he's still decent, but he's not broken.
Hmm.
Number one,
I also like Fox, the guy, a lot.
Fox is
is
good.
pretty dope too.
Yeah.
But number one, I am biased, but this has been with me since my childhood. Since I was 6, I was playing these games nonstop. My mom would tuck me into bed, and as soon as she left the room, I would pull down the covers and just bust out my Nintendo DS and I would start playing. I gotta put Pokemon number one.
I like.
All
Great
three.
decision.
All generations, 1 through 9. I played most of the games. Pokemon Platinum is my favorite one.
Okay.
I just love this. You know, you have beautiful regions, a lot to explore.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 different unique creatures with, you know, different types, weaknesses, strengths. And you get to see your little cute monsters evolve into these Avengers level threats. It's amazing to see to see them grow, you know, across your adventure. Part of me wishes Pokemon was real, but then again, yeah, it's not really a good idea. But the free healthcare for the pets is kind of nice though.
That is nice, yeah.
Who's your favorite?
I love Blaziken
Okay.
from Pokemon Emerald,
Mm-hmm.
from the Hoenn region. The Hoenn region and the Sinnoh region are my 2 favorite regions. So I have a lot of favorites like Blaziken, Electivire. I don't know if you guys know them.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Blaziken, I
a
know.
little bit.
What was the other one?
Electivire.
My brother loves Pokemon, but I kind of don't know like that many
Yeah,
Pokemon
Maybe
missed
Steve would know.
characters.
Maybe he would know like
Yeah.
Garchomp,
I know that one. That's
Yeah.
like the dragon bug, right?
Dragon Ground type.
Ah,
He's like a
That's
land
nice.
shark with.
Yeah,
his
he kind of
Pokemon.
looks like a bug though, right?
I mean,
It's like a long head. I don't know. I just thought it was a bug, you know.
yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, at least I got the dragon part, you know.
All I know are like Bulbasaur, right?
Yeah.
Squirtle, Charizard, and Pokemon.
Did you
And-
watch?
and-
So did you watch the anime?
My brother did, yeah, but
That was a
not
good
me.
show too, and the movies too were like incredible.
Yeah, I cried. The Mewtwo movie.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cried during that when Ash got turned into stone and Pikachu was crying.
Oh my gosh, the memories that are flooding back right now. Pokemon is just like so good. Have you played the new one, the Arceus, Legends Arceus?
Yeah, I played that too.
Okay, that's a totally different, but I still loved it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't play it, but I watched my friend play because I don't have a Switch, so it was pretty sweet.
Who are the
No.
villains?
The villain, it varies depending on
Mhm.
the region. Like for console, it's Team Rocket, and then
Team Rocket, that's right.
yeah, then there's
Love
Team
those
Aqua,
guys.
Team Magma, Team Flare. There's a lot of different evil teams that they introduce with each region.
Mhm. I think my favorite characters were Team Rocket, and then my favorite Pokemon was the snake one that they had.
Seviper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, thank you for your picks. I love the top 3 right there. That's good. I wish Wii
Yes.
Sports Resort was a little higher, but I do love the top 3.
I mean, you were making it difficult. You put Zelda on this list. You can't even blame me for that.
I will blame you. No, I'm just kidding. Wii Sports Resort, great game. But thank you for the picks, and we're gonna go back to our interviews.
And we are back. So, to finish up the interview, we're just gonna ask you a couple questions. Who or what are your inspirations in track and in life?
For track, I would say myself, because like I said before, it's more of a individual sport, right? No one can make you run those races, and if you do run a race, you can't depend on anyone to pick up the slack for you. You know, you gotta be keeping up with your training, motivating yourself, and working hard. You can't really. It's not like a Lakers situation where you can just hope LeBron will clean up all your mistakes. No, you gotta really work hard and focus on yourself.
So then, first off, is track a consideration after college for you?
I wouldn't rule it out because I don't know where my skill ceiling is, where my potential might go. I mean, my coach has a lot of faith in me, and a lot of people want to see me go far, but I really don't know at this point because even though the sport itself is cool, there's a lot to consider, like, you know, finances, relationships, things like that. Where my life will go, I can't say for sure. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
But then, if let's say you weren't able to, or you didn't want to pursue track, what would be the thing that you would want to pursue after college?
I would say being a fitness trainer or neuropsychologist. That's mainly what I'm majoring in psychology for neuropsychology. But on the side, I want to be a physical trainer for some people, or, you know, for all demographics basically. And if not that, then maybe modeling. Modeling would be pretty cool. That's all really.
Would you ever want to coach? Be like a coach for like a high school or something, or college maybe?
I actually worked as a high school coach for a little bit. It was an experience. It was pretty fun, a little bit stressful. You know, high schoolers are not as mature as college students, but, you know, they still have a lot of learning to do. I was at that point too. I was immature, you know, acting stupid.
Playing too much Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, either that or I'll probably try out for the Avengers or something like that.
Of course, yeah. All right. Well, Jordan, thank you so much for joining us on our podcast this week. And thank you to everyone who is listening. We will be back next week with a brand new show, so please stay tuned. As always, this is the Athletes Roundtable. This is Jordan and Ryan signing off.